Yo, welcome to Team Radd Titan, and today we're going to be reviewing the Sideshow Premium Format Logan exclusive. Alex just picked this up, and this is my first time seeing it, so stay tuned to hear what we think.
Alright everyone, so we're back. As Gio was saying, we are looking at the Logan Premium Format from Sideshow Collectibles, and this is the exclusive. This is currently the regular head, exclusive here.
Collector's edition.
And I picked this up about a couple of weeks ago, and I cracked. I literally was looking at this piece for a long time. It didn't really do much for me. I am a big Wolverine fan, but it didn't do much for me in the beginning. I didn't really like pictures of it. And then someone did post a few of them that caught my attention, and yeah,
good pictures, man. They could sell shit.
Remember, was it Bushy or I can't remember who it was. No, someone posted them anyway.
I only remember Blinoff when I'm doing pictures because he's a wicked, and it always has this fucking logo on it. That I'm like, oh, yeah, it's definitely you.
I can't remember, it was someone anyway. So I picked it up. I think I had like $270 in points.
Nice.
Used that, picked it up. Actually didn't do too bad with tax either. I think it was £93.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, so that's not bad at all.
It's not too bad.
Use FedEx.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
If I buy it, I'll have to do that.
So
that's like 70 less than
DHL is going well crazy at the moment. People are messaging me about DHL stuff, and it's going the opposite way. It used to be FedEx was crazy.
Yeah.
And then DHL were like really low. Because my Thanos and your Thanos,
56 quid.
No, yours was 52, mine was 53. And then Wallace was like 100,
200 odd quid.
Yeah,
it was high.
But anyway, so yeah, that's pains of being in Europe, and or not at the moment. But yeah, so what we do is we'll go on to the piece, and so the character obviously is James Howlett, and funny enough, on the original one they messed that up. On the first premium format they did, which was the big sort of bubblehead Logan, they put John Howlett on the box. Yeah. Which was quite funny to see. Yeah. I actually still like that piece, but
yeah, it's a nice piece. James Howlett, yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
So yeah. Logan is I don't know why they call him Logan, to be honest. Must be something to do with the army thing. Must be just what, like code name or something.
Also, George and I have both picked up a custom Old Man Logan head for this. Which
I've got some updated pictures, and they are actually not the same pictures as before. No. He's wearing a different jumper. Like, his sleeve is black, the other one is grey. So I was like, it's not. Yeah, Alvaro Stuardo is making an old man head that looks wicked. So that's the only reason I actually jumped on this piece. I'm going to be very, very strict. So I'm not interested in any of these heads at all. So yeah. I'm not interested in a Logan piece. I wanted an old man Logan piece. It's very specific because I actually don't like Wolverine at all. Not much. Apart from the fact that when I read Old Man Logan and I saw how tortured he was, then I was like, I actually like Old Man Logan quite a bit.
Old Man Logan's a bit, I mean, it is a good story.
It's like a pacifist, isn't he?
But you find this, if you don't know the story.
It's like a Western.
It's from this is such an old story now, but basically it gets a bit tedious. And you're like getting frustrated at why he's not going to fuck up these guys. And
why are you not fighting? Like, come on!
What are you doing? What's wrong with you?
Kill them!
And then you find out why he becomes a pacifist. And that's great, that bit. But anyway, so what we do is start low.
You can tell the story if you wish.
Well, basically, all the villains come in. They come into the
mansion.
And
so Omega Red, Sabretooth, Apocalypse, all of them guys all bust in.
They'll bust in, and then Wolverine goes fucking ballistic, kills them all.
Starts
and then while he's about to stab like Sabretooth or someone in the face, he hears like Jubilee and hears other X-Men kind of going, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" And he kind of snaps out of it, and he's got, I think he's got Jubilee by the throat, and he's about to punch her in the face like with his claws, and then Mysterio lifts the mist. It all, and he sees he's like fucking chopped up all the X-Men.
Yeah, he's killed his own team, his friends, the only people who ever really cared about him.
Yeah. So then he decides never to become a pacifist again. So what we'll do is we'll go on to the base.
Well, tell me about it. Wait a minute. Let's talk about the edition size. What's the edition size? What's the situation?
I don't know.
No?
I don't remember. No.
What does it say underneath the base? Lift it and tell us. Go have this information, man. You're going to do a review. You better know how many there are. Lift it.
Is it 1,500 or 2,000? I don't know.
For the X? That'd be so ridiculous. Ooh. It's 1,250. You have number 3, by the way.
No.
No, you don't.
That was like 316 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not 3. I see Omar's getting number 1s, isn't he?
Yeah, Omar's obviously sucking the right cock.
Yeah. No. Salt and pepper, no.
But yeah, so go on to the piece. As you see, you've got the base, which is like the floorboards of bar.
Yeah, it's meant to be like a bar fight.
And I actually really think it's done well. I actually really like it.
It's nice.
There is one part of it I don't like, which
spin.
is, hold on a second. There's a part of it where, I can't find it now. There's a big black mark, which looks like someone's, oh yeah, over here. Someone's coloured in with like a permanent marker.
Oh yes. Uh-oh.
Bit scruffy there. But other than that,
that looks like it's been touched in.
Yeah, I think the base is done really well. I like the pull balls. I like the scratches with the claws. I like the way the wood's been broken apart. The chair legs there, it's all the elements of the chair snapped.
Light wood showing through the grey.
And also they've done a really good job with the actual look of the wood, whereas in the Punisher...
A lot of textures, isn't it? A lot of grains.
With the Punisher and the Kingpin Kane, it was dreadful. Wank. Absolutely dreadful.
Wank.
And this is how it should have been done with that. Only thing I'm not really that keen on is the glass.
I actually quite like that because you can spread that quite out. I mean, the way I had it displayed looks like it's just fallen.
Yeah, but the actual pieces of the glass don't make up a glass.
But there'll be little ones like that.
I know that Charlie Velasquez, he basically picked up something from Mitzi, which was like a beer glass.
Where with foam spilling out. Yeah, that's a clever one.
And that looks good. And it's like about $10. Probably put it in the crack like that. And I don't know. So yeah, you got the pull balls. Pull balls are done great. That would have been cool if you could put the pull balls anywhere you want them, but it don't really matter. And then you go up to say the bar stool, and you got the kind of the part there with it obviously broken away. But what I do like is on the cushion, which is facing you now, where it's been slashed. You can see the foam like protruding through, and the way it's coming through is like how foam comes through. And I think they've done a really good job of that.
It's very well textured, the seat as well in general.
All the nails on the boards as well, done really well. Paints are clean on those. You go up to the figure. And you got the kind of cracked old leather cowboy boots. And then they're painted very well and weathered very well. Jeans, I don't have an issue with them. I don't think they're
stitching's a little big.
Yeah,
the stitching is very vibrant, like for a set of Levi's, like with the orangey yellow stitching. But they're quite big stitches, and it does not look like proper stitching in jeans. It looks like real stitching in your jeans would be stitches this size.
Yeah,
they're just big stitches. They needed to be a lot smaller. They needed to use a smaller thread.
I do that a lot though.
Yeah, it is common. It's not a problem. It's not like a deal breaker or anything. But when you look at them, you're like, there's something that looks like the jeans look really big on him.
Yeah,
that's what your impression is. It's like, fuck me, them jeans are big. We borrowed his dad's fucking jeans, and then it's like, I think it's just because the stitching's very, very. It's just quite big stitching.
But
I think that's all it is.
From the comments I've read online about people talking about the jeans and saying they absolutely hate them and this.
I wouldn't go that far.
And saying that it should have been sculpted, it should have been this, should have been that.
I like mixed media on a piece, though.
I think with mixed media,
mixed media with sculpt is when it's done right, it's really something, isn't it?
Yeah. No, exactly.
And what I really like about this, just to steal it off you a little bit, is compared to Bane, how they did the vest. This vest looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Than how they did Bane's vest on the original premium format, because it goes from mixed media to a sculpted vest, and I think the transition is a lot better on this piece.
Well, this one as well. I mean, you go into the belt, so you got the kind of
really nice
leather
maple
belt,
leaf
cowboy belt there with a maple leaf in the middle. Obviously, to show he's Canadian, and then it goes into the sculpted vest, which there were a few complaints saying, well, look, if you're going to do mixed media trousers, you do mixed media vest, or you do sculpted vest, you do sculpted trousers. Why are you going to mix and match like that?
Why?
But I think they've done a great job of doing that. With the vest, obviously, is going to be a lot more sort of figure hugging, so you're going to see the actual the figure more on that, and I think they've done a great job of that. The dirt and the grime, and then with the dirt and the grime on the vest, I think that then that shows the jeans, shows it up a little bit because then the jeans are too clean.
Probably could do with a little bit more wear.
So they could be doing a bit more wear.
They could do with a bit more wear. There's no doubt. They do look like he's just tried them on in Levi's before he got here.
Yeah, they look brand new.
Do you have a maple leaf belt? Yes, sir, we do.
Considering,
Sold.
Considering he's in the middle of a bar fight, considering
everything smashed to bits, his vest is ripped up.
His boots are weathered. His shirt, his vest is like, worn. He's got scratches all down it, and then he's got these brand new jeans on. There is a bit of a, bit of an emphasis where you could that probably puts more emphasis on the jeans. There.
Yeah.
So they're moving up.
It is a good contrast though in times. It does sort of, as a visual thing, it does kind of catch your eye a lot. Do you know what I mean? That the jeans are not grimy. They're quite bright and vibrant, so they pull your eye. I really like the battle damage on his hands, that almost grazes. And I like the elbows especially.
The elbows, really,
really good. The nails are... I don't know what's gone on there with the nails. It's a bad idea, that is. I don't know what they did with that. They just look a bit much. The nails on the thumb look like he's got nail varnish on, like a purpley nail varnish. Yeah. It's not ideal. The hair sculpt in the arms is great. The musculature is brilliant. Daniel Bell did a fantastic job with the sculpt. I think this is actually one of his better sculpts for Sideshow. Really like this.
I think the claws are done well, but I think they could have been done a bit better.
You've got a bit of glue on one of yours, there.
There is glue on there.
Good, nice edges though on them.
They
nice
are,
internal edges.
They feel good. They feel nice as well.
I like the claws. I've got no problem with them. I love the hands, the knuckles as well, where they're coming out, and it's like trauma on his hands.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And then also you got the dog tags, which are separate as well.
Glued, not glued. They're magnetised to his chest.
No.
There's a magnet, isn't it? Holding it to his chest.
Oh, maybe. Is there? Oh, yeah, there is actually. Yeah, you're right. Didn't even know that.
Fucking amateur hour.
But then like
Logan, old man Logan, first appearance is what? Wolverine 600 and something, 60 something. Just trying to remember old man, because I'm looking at that comic at the moment.
I don't actually know the old man Logan first appearance at all.
He
Obviously, the Wolverine first appearance is Hulk 181, argued to be 180.
Did you bring your 9 up?
No, I didn't. Jesus Christ. No. So, and as you see, I mean, then you go into the head. So first of all, this comes in the parts, which are the base, obviously the cup, the couple of bits of the cup, so like 3 bits of the cup. I don't know if I lost one of them. There might be 4 bits.
The way you throw them around.
I might have lost one because I don't really care about it, to be honest with you.
Gonna get the frothy beer.
I could do with
you get the frothy beer.
And then the stall, the body, the 2 arms, the head, and the dog tags. You have to put the claws on a certain way. So basically with him, you have to put his left arm on first, and you put it in, and you have to put it in and turn it round as you put it in.
Yeah.
It's a bit awkward actually. But
you do have to put your right arm first and then the left to follow. There is a chunk of...
No, left and right.
This one, sorry, you're correct, 100%. Left arm first, and there seems to be like a little bit of a wedge missing into the quadricep muscle so that you can fit that, which is why these are sculpted, by the way.
Which is, you turn, you do that to get in there, which is why they're media, you mean?
Yes, why they're not sculpted.
Yeah.
The whole reason they're not sculpted is to hide that wedge that's missing from his quadricep muscle. Because if they were fully sculpted, you would have this indentation, and around the arm, where his arm is like that, around here and there, it would be ghastly. It'd be horrible to look at.
Ghastly.
The jeans, see, do you like my words? Ghastly. You should have a degree of eloquence if you're doing some type of review and speaking to people. But the fact is, because it's mixed media, it means that both ends of where that gap is missing is filled by the jeans, by the material. So that's the point. When you're doing the engineering, that's how you cheat on it. That's how you get it right. If it had been fully sculpted, believe me, them 2 edges, you'd have been like, oh my god, what is this and what is that? How big are they?
Big shitstorm.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, and this is again the regular head. I think this head is far superior to the exclusive. I prefer this head.
X is wank as shit. In pictures, are horrible.
I think the look is better. I just, for me, if you can get hold of the regular for a good price, I wouldn't go out of my way to get the exclusive. Obviously,
I love that bicep on his right arm. He's got a separation where basically, you know where you put your arm down at a bend and you turn it ever so slightly and the muscle becomes thick, so your long arm of your bicep, your long part, because it's broken in 2 pieces. So the long head of your bicep, when you have your arm down and you turn your wrist, that happens. Your long head engages in your bicep, right? Yeah. And then that's what's happening here. And you can see this little pump here that's come out. That is excellent job by Daniel Bell. That is because it's to do with the wrist. You understand me?
Yeah.
The wrist position that his hands are in is activating that long head. So it's that bit there, what you do with your wrists, that your bicep, your long head engages. And the fact that his wrists are turned exactly in the right place to give that engagement is very, very good use of anatomy, knowing what the muscle is doing.
So what we do is we'll just switch over these heads.
So look at
what happens is the dog tags.
Oh, that's a bit shit that they give you 2. They should have just give you 2.
You don't need 2.
Yeah, but then you have to keep taking it off every time, don't you? That's quite cool. I like the use of the key. That's clever.
Yeah.
I don't like this tooth at all.
No?
That one there, that's behind his canine. It's almost as big as his canine.
Yeah.
It looks weird.
So yeah,
the other side's much
you just
better.
tuck the dog tags over, and then what you do, go like that, and
I haven't seen this Jack Nicholson
that head.
Here's Johnny!
It's exactly, it looks like Jack Nicholson from The Shining. I also think that the chrome on the forehead isn't that great. I just think that where the saws and things on the knuckles and the elbows and all over are done really, really well. They look fantastic. And then around that dent on his head, they're not done great at all. And the teeth are good, but the paint is clean, but I just don't like it. I don't like the look of it. It does nothing for me. You can disagree with me.
I don't like it, no.
Okay, I thought you were going to die.
He's got like one really big eye on his right side and one really small eye on his left side, and it's actually really, really off-putting when you look at it close. He's got like a mongy tongue, so he's going like that. With his bottom jaw is like extended, his tongue like that. It's not very great. And I completely agree with you. The saws on the hands are done where they look raw, and this doesn't look right. It's like purple as opposed to like sort of the reddy pink that the others are.
I think that
I actually don't think that they've done the lamb chops and the hair very well either. I've got to be honest on both heads. I think that is really thick paint that's been put in there. It's like been thrown on. I really think that needed much more delicate. I can see the sculpt detailing on here is magnificent, right? But they've painted it so thick that it's lost. And if you repainted this, took this back to 0, started again, they would look stunning. Really would be a lot of like lines and hair detail, and it just doesn't have it on both heads. They look really thick.
Yeah.
And it's a theme throughout with the head. All across here, this is really thick, the paint. So that's not been done very well. But it's what you would expect from a factory paint job, to be honest. It's pretty much a standard thing that you would get. But there's a lot of detail that's been lost on that, on the hairline and the mutton chops and stuff. I don't like that face at all. I think he looks like a mong.
I really am not a fan of it. I mean, when I was setting it up and I took out a box, I was like...
That eye's well small. That left eye.
It's like a squint.
That basically, that right eye is yours. That left eye is mine.
Yeah, I mean, like...
It's not a squint though. It's weird. It's like his eyebrow position's the same on both sides.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why his eye is like that, because when you squint like that, your eyebrows do different things. It's weird. Not a good head. That's wank. That head.
He's got astigmatism in his left eye.
He definitely has. He's well off that.
All right, so we're just doing a little finish up with the 2 pieces together. This is kind of the first time I've seen the actual saber tooth out like this. I've normally only seen it on top of the D-top up high. And it's a nice piece.
Yeah.
It's a nice piece. So you can see. We'll go through the saber tooth on another review.
But you get an idea of
So
I think how they're meant to be paired.
Yeah.
I think it's probably, or you can do them head on. So then you just turn them both that way. You can have them head on like so. But yeah, like that.
Yeah. And they're both of these. I mean, I actually have the Logan at the moment on top of a DTOF because of the fact that I just don't have the space. So I stuck
Looks
him on
pretty
top
good
of
up
the
high
DTOF.
though.
He
I
looks
like
great.
anything
He
that's
looks-
sort
he
of,
looks-
but
he
yeah,
looks really
I
good
see.
up high.
That's what I'm
Yeah, so
thinking
that's what
about.
I'm just getting at. And Sabretooth looks much better up high. So these two pieces, if you have them on top of a DTOF or top shelf of a Besta, they're going to look great.
Yeah,
So,
definitely agree.
so yeah, what we do then? Finish up?
Yep.
We'll finish up there, so do the usual like, comment, subscribe and share. As you can see, our social medias along the bottom there. Ring our bell,
Ring my bell.
become part of our notification squad. And yeah, that's it really. Our Instagram, Radd_Titan, or go to Facebook, type in Radd Titan, and you'll see all our groups and things on there. So yeah, okay,
Peace.
cool beans. Wait for you.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise I was waiting for you.
Fucking noisy pigeon now.
Ooh! They're filming. You fucking cock knock pigeon.